Good morning. Good morning everyone. Chào tất cả mọi người nha. Hôm nay lên live trễ một tí xíu. Morning everyone. Just come up to live a little bit late. Do a little bit of stretch. And then we're gonna go right in. Hello. Good morning. Good morning Bon Bon. Chào tất cả mọi người nha. Good morning. Stretch out my body a bit and shake it out a little bit. So before that I did a brief warm up and now we're just stretching out, shake it out. Yes. Million head, pants out. Yes. Do a fighting Lucas TV. Hello. Hello Maria Joes. Good morning Fat World. Chào tất cả mọi người nhé. Hello, chúc mọi người một buổi sáng tràn đầy năng lượng tích cực. Cuối tuần rồi, hôm nay là coi như thứ sáu. Hôm nay, ngày mai nữa còn thêm một ngày làm việc hoặc là nửa ngày làm việc nữa là chúng ta sẽ kết thúc tuần. Hello everyone, hello Maxi, hello Akanda, hello Kira. No, but I am one of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is like my idol, like my super idol, right? It's legendary. So yeah. Hello DJ. One inch punch, please. 1 inch punch. Thank you, Nick. Thank you very much for the donation. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Hello everyone. Chào tất cả mọi người nha. So after I do warm up, stretching a bit, and then I do like every time, beginning of the class, beginning of my practice routine, I would go over the motion. Right? I just hit a dummy with footwork, with flow, and I just go through the motion. I relax my body. I don't have to put a lot of force into it, right? So when you're going slow, it will help you realize your techniques, right? Are you executing your techniques right? Right? Is there any error? Can you make it better? Can you fix it? Your hand placement, your footwork. When you move to the side like this, are you moving smoothly or kind of awkward? Or you trip over your leg or something like that? Does it make sense to move like that? Right? Okay. So I would do that briefly at the beginning of pretty much every practice, so I can get my my arms, right? My arm move more fluid, flow, circular motion, where I can relax. I don't exert a lot of force. So you all can do the same thing like I do. And trust me, eventually you try to keep your body loose and you're gonna improve your techniques over time. Broke that tree behind me. You mean this one? I'm not Superman, you know. Now you see, even the bamboo tree back here, it's only like half the size of my arm, right? But I cannot even break it, right? Even like the best of us. Why? Because bamboo tree back there are very flexible, right? Whatever way you kick or whatever, when it's still green, it's still alive, it's gonna bend and it's gonna flex, very flexible, right? And it's gonna adapt to your movement. That's why the bamboo tree is so strong, right? It flexes when you kick, it flexes towards you. If you kick this way, then it's gonna flex this way, right? If you kick the other way, then it flex this way. So it bend and adapt to your kick or your hit, right? The same thing. As like a martial artist or as a person, that's what we're trying to do too, right? We try to adapt to every environment, every situation, you know, whether like for instance, right? If you live in North America, you gotta adapt to the weather, right? The cold weather, right? If you live somewhere like up north, you have to adapt to the cold, right? So that's the good thing about our body, right? That's our human nature, right? So the one that can really adapt to the environment, to the situation, you will become better off than the one that cannot adapt it, right? So that's why a really good example is a bamboo tree, right? Whereas like other tree, you know, very strong, very hard, but once it come very hard, sometimes you break, you snap, it break in half. It cannot bend, it cannot adapt, right? So you know what I mean, sort of like that. So please, like in whatever I said, whatever martial art you practice, please try to adapt to the situation, right? So be flexible, be strong. Right? So if I were to practice, I go hard, 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 hard all the time against a wooden dummy, right? Use all my strength. It doesn't, it won't be as effective as certain movement I have to soft and then I cut hard, soft, hard, right? I won't be able to move as quickly if I just being hard all the time. So if you guys can incorporate that in your training, that theory, you understand it, you become really good yourself. All right, so that's a brief warm-up. Shall we go into practice? So let's review. Now it's been like 3-4 days we haven't do the 6 movement, right? So let's go review into that 6 movement. And of course, first measure yourself again. It's just a reminder. I will constantly remind you guys about the basics, all right? So here, I stand here, I measure myself against the wooden dummy. All right, feet shoulder width apart, feet and shoulder width apart. As soon as you're comfortable, okay? And stand right in front of the dummy. You measure it, fingertips to the middle of the wooden dummy, and from there, stand straight, stand tall, all right? And now from there, you're gonna go with your feet together like this. You're gonna open your feet, 1, and then 1, 2, then you put your foot toward together, and then you bend slightly down. And then from there, you have your arms out, either left in front or right in front, whatever you prefer. Whatever you're comfortable with, okay? And now from there, you're gonna practice, all right? So once you got the measurement right, just about there, now remember that, okay? Now, from here, we're gonna review the 6 movements that I always practice, we always train, okay? All right, guys, so you with me? So from here, both of my hands just from here, basically below my chest a bit, just from here, right? Up, 1. So right now we're gonna go to the movement, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just the arm movement, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now facing directly, you guys in the camera. 1, lift it up. 2, cross your hands and press down, cross your arm. Then 3, from here you bring up like this and open out, okay? 4, you stretch to the neck or to the chin. 5, you grab the 2 arms of the wooden dummy, you pull towards you. And then 6, you're gonna open your palm like so. This 6 is this way you flex the palm a bit and you execute it, right into the rib cage or the liver shot right here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, grab, 5, and 6. All right. Can my hand movement block the 50 whatever, 50 color? No. If I can block like that, I'd be Superman. I wouldn't be right here with you guys, right? So, all right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that is the practical against the dummy. You just stand on a spot like this comfortably, right? And then you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can break it into rhythm. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you can break down into a rhythm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, or you can break down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It depends on how comfortable you are at doing it. Okay, so 1, 2. For me, is I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so as soon as I go up here, I press, and then I open, I hit, because this movement here, you block here. the person grabbing your shoulder, you block, right? Your blocking doesn't work, then you have to go in to hit the face. You got the face here, and you can grab with your thumbs. So that's the movement is for. From here, block, doesn't work, slip right in. All right, the guy's too strong, the person too strong, slip in. Get the eyes, the face. You have your fingers here, your thumbs here, you can just grab here. And then from there, you grab the arm, and then you hit that part. So let's break it down. So that is the practice what you do with the dummy, okay? But let's break it down. What the movement used for, and does it work? How many percentage roughly it will work if you practice a lot, and if you can use it in the real life situation. Okay, I explain to you right now. So this movement is gonna be here, right? So pretending that somebody like grabbing you, right? Grabbing like you in the neck or in the shoulder, okay? So you go here, boom, shock, right? Of course, with practice and all that, you're able to do boom, a lot stronger, right? Right now, in the beginning, you get practice, you just go through movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you practice over time, right? You increase the speed, you increase the strength. So from here, I will go, boom, right? Now, that part right here, you're gonna try to hit the elbow of the person. From here, boom, right? Even you're not gonna break it, or you're not gonna hurt so much, but it's gonna shock the person. It's gonna wake the person up. Oh man, I have to think twice. This guy knows something, right? So I better not mess with him, right? So when you actually execute the technique, you're gonna go boom, all of a sudden like that, right? Okay? Now, so that is the theory of this block right here, right? The next one, if imagine that somebody kneeing you or punch you to the middle, so you press down with your arm crossed, you press down. Now, most of you thinking that it's not gonna work, right? Because the knees coming up and you're blocking like this, right? Yes, you're right. It's not gonna work, all right? You're totally right. I just press from down here, right here, right? The knees against your arm, you just stand there and you block like this. Of course, hell no, it's not gonna work, right? Your knees is the strongest part of your body, right? And go against your arm, your two arms is nothing, especially here, right? So this technique is here, but if we were to modify a bit, right? Most of the time people, they grab you, they knee you like this, right? Or like this. So, and instantly, what do? Right? We block with our arm like this, right? Same thing with crossing, but we're gonna modify a bit and we go down here like this, block a whole foot and we cover ourselves like this, right? Okay? So alternating for this is this block, both arm down, right? Here, you have more coverage, right? So you can cover the knees with your whole two arms and you go down, okay? Now, with that in mind, with that block, as soon as you find an opening, you block here, you find an opening. Maybe he need once, right? You cannot find an opening yet, he need twice, right? As soon as he lift twice or three, the third time you find an opening, boom, 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 right in here. So when his knees open right here, he try to lift up, right? Boom. His groin is right here, right? The groin is right here. So if you can have the right timing, boom, boom, go right here into the groin. If you can get that accurately and strong enough, and you have the right timing, then therefore the person gonna go like this, right? Now it's gonna hurt, trust me. Now, of course, in any type of competition, martial art competition, it's totally, they are not allowed you to do that, right? But we're defending, right, as a self-defense situation. And we defend our life, right? Then we can use it. If it's you guys just playing around or you don't find it too harmful or whatever, then please don't use that technique, all right? Otherwise, like, if you use that technique, you're in trouble. And also I'll be in trouble or something. Oh, this guy showed me to do this or whatever. Okay, so please, when the techniques you practice, you use it wisely. You have to use it in a situation that makes sense. All right. So see, alternate here. Class, we practicing here, here. But in reality, we go down. Right. You go down, you block with both arms. Right. As soon as you block both arms, you go in. Boom, boom, boom. Or you can go like this. Boom, boom. Practice this. Boom, boom. Right. Now, this is when your stance come in handy. So please, sometime on your own, you can practice squats. You can practice squats at home, right? Squats, feet shoulder width apart, or you can make it even wider, and you go up and down slowly, and up and down, right there, slowly like that, and count to 4 or 5, so that when it comes to these techniques, you can use it more smoothly, right? You can lower yourself down with comfortable, right? Otherwise, we always standing up like this, and we will go down. It's so hard, right? And we don't come down naturally. Therefore, we have disadvantage when it comes to lower ourselves down. Okay, so 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can practice that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. If you find opening right away, then go in. Okay, but when you go in, see my hand here? I have here to block it. Okay, all right. Then of course, this one here, you got here, and then that's it, right? Now this hand here is open, right here, and then you can flick up here, right? So, boom, see? So whatever you find makes sense, comfortable, open, it's not awkward, then you can go for it, right? I can go here, here, okay? So basically, that's the theory of the two movement. 1, 2, okay? Now the next one, same thing again. Somebody grabbing your shoulders or your neck. So here, right? Open, but the person too strong. Muscular, strong, maybe 10 kilogram, 15 kilogram over their weight than you or taller than you. So this is not gonna work. Are you kidding me? Right? It's just for the sake of the movement for practicing with the dummy. All right, with the wooden dummy. So I'm not gonna use this as I'm like, come on. Trust me, you're gonna take all your strength. You try to like open up the arms, won't be open. So continuous. What's the next move? Come over. If it doesn't work, that's fine. Boom. Just lift in. Just slip in right here. Right? So if it doesn't work, what doesn't work, I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna waste my energy and putting all my effort into what doesn't work, right? So I slip in. Now I slip in here, right? I got the face, I hit the chin. Either you hit the chin, boom, like that, right? Or you go right into the neck. This motion. Now this motion, if the person still standing, then you have your fingers, right? You can play around with the nose, the eyes, your face right here, because you got the face right here. Grab it, right? Boom, boom. Okay? Now you got the eyes, whatever, and then, of course, the person gonna let go of you, all right? Now from there, you can run away, call the police, or whatever, all right? Assess the situation, all right? So see, this movement very easy, okay? Boom, doesn't work, go right in. Or you can just, you can even skip that step and just go straight in, all right? But because for the sake of practice, we go here and then we go here, right? So that our hand movement flow, right? But for this real situation, you can just slip right in, right? And you got the eyeball, or pick the nose or whatever, right? Okay? So, remember, like I remind you guys, we all playing games, right? I would believe, like most of us playing video games on our phone with our thumbs, right? Or Nintendo Switch, Nintendo DS, whatever, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and playing on those games. So you may as well, you condition your thumbs enough here, you press it this way, that way. Therefore now you may as well make your thumbs and go useful, right? You press into the eyes. The eyeball, boom, boom, all right? Boom, 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 like that. Okay? So that's the theory for it. The next one, you pull, right? Now when we practice smoothly, I go here, boom. I just stand here and pull, right? But in reality, when you pull like this, again, a strong person, what's that gonna do, right? They're just gonna stand still, like that, right? But if you were to take a step back, I go pull either your left leg or your right leg, you step back, right? Now when you step back into your horse stance, so from here, you step back, lower yourself into your horse stance, your riding stance. Then you're gonna have your whole body weight pulling them towards you, right? Now therefore they're gonna probably they're gonna fall forward and off balance, right? Now from there you can either hit here, boom, as you pull, boom, right? Or I can pull, boom, right into the knees. So if I can pull like this, I just place my knees up. I pull and I place my knees there, right? So either the knees you want to go to the groin, or to the face, or to the chest, or to the stomach. It depends on how severe, how damaged you want that technique to be, right? So if you're aiming for the groin or the face, that's the most damage, right? If they want, if the person situation is they try to hurt you really bad or they try to kill you, whatever, then you go for the groin or the face. If you think they're playing around or whatever, or they hurt you a bit but not too much, not too severe, then you can go for the chest or the stomach, right? So pull, coming back down horse stance. So as you pull, boom, as you pull, boom, right? Practice that. As you pull, boom, as you pull, knees, right? As you pull here, you got here, boom, right? The pull and then the push. So you got the two opposite reaction. You pull the person towards you, and then this knee coming up as an impact. It's gonna be very strong, very strong. So be careful of that techniques, right? But to execute it right, you have to practice a lot. First of all, you have to practice pulling, have your body weight all the way back, right? So from here, if I want to pull them, I have to go back, right? I have to big step back, okay? Otherwise, I just go here. Doesn't work. Just only my arm. I'm not gonna be strong as them. I have to go boom, right? From there. Or if you practicing kick, you pull here, boom, and then you can kick out, right? If some of you watching martial art movies, like of course Ip Man, right? You see that, boom, hit it, boom, 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 right? Pull, and then the kick here. So same technique. If you practice enough, I'm pretty sure you can execute it, right? And you can make it work. Maybe not 100%. Thank you very much, Patrick Taylor. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Maybe it doesn't work 100%, but if you practice enough, it works maybe 60%, 70%, or 50%, right? But it's better than nothing, right? Okay? So, boom. So those are the 6 techniques. So let's review. 1, 2, we're getting the flow. 4, 5, 6. So in the beginning, please try to practice just standing like this, feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, and then from there you practice to get the arm motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe each time you do it, you do around 30 times, right? Once you're comfortable, you remember the hand placement, where to place a hand, right? 3. And then you increase the speed and strength. So next time you do it, you go boom, 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 boom. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. Right? And then you can increase a bit more strength and speed. And you go boom, 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 boom. And then after a while, you probably get bored of it. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm getting bored of it. Oh man, I'm getting bored. I want to try something else. Then, okay, break it down, put it in rhythm. 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you practice, you have to be creative. You have to be in a way that you have to motivate yourself to pushing it hard, right? So you think of different things you can play around with, okay? So don't just practice, okay, this guy showed me this and I'm gonna practice this. Please be creative and make it your own so that you enjoy, you get excited when you practice, you think it works, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you have wood dummy, the thing you like about it, because it makes sound. Look at this. When I hit, it makes sound. Hit, it makes sound, right? Now that sound is sort of like getting you to attract to you for you to like it. Sometimes you get addicted to it, right? You go pa 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 pa. Now you see, sometimes when you're hitting that, it will like boost up your energy. It boosts up a lot of your energy. Well, thank you very much, Industrial. It will boost up a lot of energy, so therefore it keeps you going and going. That's the beauty of it. That's why I love to train with the wooden dummy, right? So if you guys have access to wooden dummy, please use it as your friend, as your partner to train on a regular basis. If you don't have time, half an hour you don't have, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, fine. If you don't have even 20 minutes, you're so busy, then you can go 5, 10 minutes. But you're doing it every day. Every day add up, every day add up. Or even 3 times a week, 4 times a week, right? So keep it up, guys. So let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now remember one thing. When you're training like this, always keep a habit of keeping your knees slightly bent. Always bend. Okay, so you can get a habit of into always bending your knees, right? Not straight up like this. Straight up like this, no good. Somebody hit you here, very weak, they're gonna knock you down. So slightly bend all the time. So when it comes to the real situation, you already carrying a habit of bending your knee. So same thing here. Please bend your knee slightly. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now back to the theory. 1, shock the elbow. Somebody grab you, boom, shock the elbow, boom, like that. Okay. Next one, somebody try to knee at you. You're gonna pressing block. Reality is you're gonna go down, right? Because they're pulling you down, they're kneeing you. So you're gonna put your arm right here, down. Both arms strong, okay? Both arms like this, crossing, so that you have more target to block. And then from there, after you blocked, if you find an opening, boom, right? Elbow strike, boom, 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 right? Here, boom, boom. I'll leave your hand here for protection, okay? Only when you find an opening, okay? When maybe in between, when they're lifting, as they're lifting their knees up, then you take that advantage and then you go into the groin, right? But you have to be really quick and you gotta train really hard for that, all right? Now, then the next one, boom. After pressing block, then you go open here, okay? So here, it's just a movement, boom, okay? Sort of like get the attention. They're grabbing you, you pa. The guy probably laugh, oh, what a weakling, you can blah, 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 whatever, right? Okay, let them laugh. Then I just slip right in, boom, right here, right? Too strong, doesn't work, slip in, please. Slip in, slide right in. And then use your thumbs. you have been conditioning for years playing game with your thumbs on your phone or whatever, PlayStation, Nintendo. Use your thumb to squeeze into the ice ball. All right here, see? And then pull. So pull, in reality, when you practice, sometimes try to pull the whole dummy, and here step back. I'm exaggerating by lifting my knees so that you can know how to step all the way back deep and pull at the same time. So as you step back, you pull same time, right? Now from there you can either kick at the same time, step back, kick, or you can knee at the same time, or you can hit with this palm straight to the rib cage. All right, so the movement is step back very deep. From here, step back. All right, go into deep riding stance. So that's the theory of a boom, right? I go in, or boom, and here, or I can go here, right? Or left knees, right knee, same thing. Or you can even do consecutive knees, right? You got the arms, right? So go like that, right? You got it? So that so if you put on that work, it well works. Maybe not 100%, but maybe 40, 50, 60%, 70% is depend on how well you are, how good of a practice we will do. All right? Okay. So one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get the flow of motion. Get your arm movement going. Get it go smooth. Okay? Just take your time. Okay? All right. Now, let's move to the next one. Block. This block quite similar to the other block. So I go here, and this one I block up here, right? So if I was standing right in the middle, no footwork yet, I just go here, boom. Left arm I block down, slapping to the side, right? And this one, boom. My elbow slightly bend here. Well, bend a bit, not slightly, but here. Boom. And this one pushing diagonally forward. I don't push like this, sideways, like this, okay? A bit dangerous. I try to push forward, diagonal, okay? So if I'm pushing forward, I can flip up, and then I can cut right in, right? That's the reason why I go forward, right? I can go for, boom, the neck, or the temple, or I can go, even go this way. I step up, I can go with the elbow straight. So that's why I am blocking forward. I'm not blocking sideways. If I side here, my hand go here, it takes too long for me to wind back up and go here. Maybe it's a bit stronger, but here is over rotating too much, and then I come back. By the time I come back, and the person be able to block my block. So I would just go slip in here, boom, 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 right? Boom, boom. Now, at the beginning, you find that it's gonna be hard for you to execute with strength. See, because you from here, the distance is here. Here, if I go only the arm, here. But with a lot of practice, you have to use your hips. From here, I go, boom. See how I sort of like have my shoulder pushing in a bit with my hips and my shoulder? Now that's where I get a bit of more strength. But applying the hip is a bit hard for you guys in the beginning if you guys haven't been introduced to that and you guys haven't been training that for like over a few months or a few years. It's gonna be hard. But theoretically, you go from here and then slip right in. So if you can exaggerate the motion, you sort of like bend your elbow a bit more slightly, right? With your body leaning a bit forward, and then from there you push it out with your hips, okay? So I go boom, boom. See how boom, boom. You see how from here, I sort of like lifting my elbow slightly forward like this. See my right arm, You see that? You see that sort of like push movement right here? Boom, 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 boom. Sort of like I'm leaning my body into my attack. All right? So let's go back. Boom, boom. See? Boom, boom. You see the difference, see? Boom. Where I say boom here, I go boom, boom. Whereas boom, boom. See, it's a bit stronger, right? So same thing on the other side. You go here, 1, 2. 1, 2, all right? Now, this is a wooden dummy, the Hong Kong style. The Hong Kong style is the traditional style of Hong Kong, the real Wing Chun, right? Where that's one arm is higher than the other. You see the one higher, one lower. See? One higher, lower. So when it comes to this side, right here, if you want to cut right in, you have to lift your elbow a bit to clear this hand right here. Sometimes if you go like this, but you have to move back to clear it, right? From here. So sometimes at the beginning, you guys will find it a bit awkward to go from here, boom, and then you stuck, right? You got stuck, you cannot chop here. But if you go here like this, it's gonna be really weak, okay? So make sure you from here, you sort of like pulling it back a bit, see? I'm from here, I'm back, and I go, right? I have to pull back, and then I go. Sort of like that circular motion, like this, that, like that. See that circular motion? There, slip over, and then you go. See, you here, you slip over, you go. You here, slip over. See that sort of like hop your hand like that, and then you cut. All right, so that's just a hint where you can just prevent getting stuck right here, right? Sometimes at the beginning I'm like, oh man, what the hell? Why am I stuck like this? And then we practice over and over. We come to realize ourselves, oh, okay, because of this thing is higher than the other side. So therefore I have to find some way to get over, and then I cut right in, okay? So that's sort of like hope right here, okay? Once after you do for a while, you get used to it, okay? So don't worry about it at the beginning of your practice, okay? You get stuck all the time. Every technique, every movement in the beginning is very, very hard. Like if you from here, you learn a new subject, like you learn how to do AI or coding, programming, like you don't know nothing about it. In the beginning, it's very hard, but after you try to have patience, try to discipline yourself to learn a little bit every day, it becomes like that, very easy. Same with me. I mean, I'm learning for a while, right? But basically, I'm not gifted, right? I'm just normal like you guys, right? Sometimes I'm very slow learner, and sometimes I forget things really fast, so I learn, I forget. But the thing with me is I try to practice discipline myself to do a lot of time. Sometimes when I was younger, I trained a lot over and over again, right? But nowadays, not so much, of course. But discipline yourself, right? Even if you don't have like 1 hour, just go for half an hour. You don't have half an hour, go for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, even 5-10 minutes. If 5-10 minutes, if you want to work out, just go down, do push-up, right? Push-up like 3 sets. You go here, 3 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? If you can do like 3 sets of 10, awesome, right? Or if you can do 3 sets of 5 or 3 even, but as long as you do it, right, then you increase to 10 to 20 to 30 over time. Now, 3 sets of push-up like that would take me only a minute. Now, don't tell me you guys don't have a minute a day. You have 24 hours, right? That's a lot of minutes. So you don't have a minute to 5 minutes. That's BS, right? So please. Okay. So let's go back to that techniques. Right? Okay. So we go from here, boom. Let's block here first. So when I'm from here, my stance is feet and shoulder width apart, just like the beginning, knees slightly bent. Boom, boom, right? Look quite similar, right? We've done this before, very similar. Turn, turn. Now how you see how my feet shift, right? Now when you practice again with wooden dummy or in Wing Chun, that movement you're gonna use it a lot. Trust me. One side diagonally to the other, to this side, to this side. So you will be always shifting your feet like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So please get in the habit of doing that. And that's very simple movement. All right. Now that will help you to apply your hips into the techniques. All right. So let's do it. So I'm standing in the middle here. Boom. Boom. See how from here? Boom. Then I shift my body. See my hips here? I shift it over and then I turn. I shift it over and then I turn. I shift my hip from here. I push it over like this. Over, over, and then I turn. Over, and then turn. Over, turn. Why do we do that? So we get in a habit of evading the punch. Because we are assuming that this guy is straight line. I'm also straight line. So if he want to punch me, he punch right to the middle. Okay? So if I'm just blocking, I'm blocking. What if I block too early? If I block too early, boom, his punch come right up to my face. Right? If I block too late, he's too fast. He's still punching my face because I'm still here. I'm still here waiting to get hit. Whereas if I'm shifting, might block too early or whatever, but I'm already out of a straight line. Even if I don't move out as much and move slightly, maybe 5 centimeters, he gonna come across, maybe hit my nose a bit, but it's gonna slip right through. So less damage, okay? So we all wanna keep our pretty face, right? Right? That's the best looking part in our human body, right? Our face, right? That comes, so we don't wanna mess it up, guys. So, right? Of course, you know, I have to admire all those fighters, you know, that can get punched in the face, whether it's in boxing or MMA, especially in MMAs, they can take very many brutal hits and they can survive. That's I pay respect to all of those fighters out there. They're really like the true hero, you know. But for us, individual of us, why we train? We train just to have our health, you know, just to maybe have our health. Maybe we can do a few cool moves here and there, you know, keep our healthy lifestyle, you know. When it comes to self-defense, it's not so much about self-defense anymore, right? But mainly it's all our well-being, right? So that's the thing, okay? So I slip over, right? And then from here, I turn the other way, same thing. As I'm turning, see, as I'm turning here, you see my hand, only my body turn. You see my hand, is it move? When I'm turning here, does it move? Does it move? No, right? I'm turning here, does it move? No. At the end, then it move, right? Now I turn the other way, then I slip this one, I bring this one up, and then I turn, it doesn't move, right? You know, like a doll or something like that, a robot, and now you go, right? And then I come back, I lift this one up again. It doesn't move, now it go. It doesn't move, now it go. So that instant, you see how I accelerate? My hips only move here. My hips move, then at the end, I sort of like have that torque, the torque of my hips right here. And then with that torque, that accelerate my arms, and then from there I extend my arm out like this. But when I'm extending it, I'm not extend 100% like this, okay? I'm extend bend, because you're blocking. You want to have your arm bend, right? There I block, okay? Straight, easy to break, okay? Bending is a lot harder, okay? So therefore bend, boom, boom. When you do quick, boom, 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 like that, boom. So sometime in your training, if you don't have a wooden dummy, you can just go practice, boom, boom, step up and then boom. So when step up to the side, boom, boom, boom. Or you can step back, boom, boom. Step back, boom. This side, boom. Step back with your left leg. Then you push your right side. Step back with your right leg. then you put to your left side, okay? Or forward, boom. Forward, you go the same direction. Forward, forward, okay? So, let's go back to the dummy. Boom. One, turn, boom, 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 boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, when you first start, you can apply just a motion like this, okay? You don't have to put force into it, right? Right? Unless you're practicing other discipline, a lot of time you know how to execute your strength and put it into your block or punch. If you haven't, please just go to the motion. Make sure the hand placement, you get it right. I go here, okay? I don't go here. Careful when you're hitting with your fingertips. No, that's a no-no. You hit with your palm right here. So your block is you want to hit from this part to this part with your palm. Hit against the arm of the wood, right here, okay? Not here. Sometimes, every so often, we got so excited, we do so fast. Therefore, sometimes we're not careful. We hit right here, or we slip right here. Now it's gonna sprain our finger. Now that's gonna hurt so bad. You know, when sometimes so sometimes I get carried away like that, and I jam my finger, especially my right ring finger. The last time I jammed is like more than a month ago, and right now I still feel it. So please, very careful. Sometimes we got too excited, we get carried away. We often jam our finger like this. So I would recommend you guys to train, have your fingers close, tight together, right? You know, when we are younger, we always getting into a habit of copying our idol, like Bruce Lee. Even nowadays, like Ip Man, Bruce Lee, we go, wah! And we go open our fingers like this all the time, and we train, and we get in the habit of that. Therefore, nobody injure us, we injure ourselves, right? So careful when you train, all right? Please try to have your finger closed, and make sure you hit with the right target, right? Right here, this part, block, this part, here, not our fingers. Okay, just a reminder, guys. But you know, sometimes accidents happen, right? Like yesterday, I was doing a video clip shoot, a clip shooting a martial art for you guys, and it's also from the episode of Ip Man 2 fighting against the Muay Thai practitioner, fighting against the Muay Thai in the elevator. But we was thinking of fighting in the elevator, but my elevator is too small and it has three mirror reflecting. So therefore, we use the elevator, just open the door and I move out and I fight outside. Now, guess what? Even I condition myself from time to time, and my student, because he know I'm practicing this a lot, so he put on his protection, like those rubber arm thing, but it's so hard. I clashing. You see how I clashing? We do a lot of elbow pum 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 together. So therefore I get some of the red bruise right here. Even though I training, and yesterday I hit here right here slightly, the bone right here, and I feel like, oh man, it's aching, it's pain. Yeah, and it happens actually. So, but then again, like we try to like rub it and take it, you know, walk it off, get over it, and we move on. So that's the thing, right? So the thing with training with the wood, and that means sometimes we condition ourselves with our arm, our feet, so that we can get stronger a bit, so that we can withstand if there were pressure hitting us a bit, something we can take it, right? But we're not trying to be like, you know, the best of the best, or like Iron Man, or like Superman or something. We don't feel anything when we get hit. No, we all feel something. We're human being. We're like natural person. Like right? So we all like pretty much the same. We hurt, we have flesh, we have blood, everything. So please, I'm just like you guys, okay? So the only thing is like I was fortunate to get a chance to practice with Taekwondo, with Wooden and me, and I enjoy a lot of martial art movies. Therefore, I maintain practicing. All right, okay, guys. So let's go back to the techniques. See, sometimes I get carried away with others' subject, right? It happens to the best of us. So I go here, 1, 2. So let's do maybe 10 and then we're gonna move on. Okay, so from here, 1, feet shoulder width apart, turn. See? Now, please try to get this technique in mind. You see here? Twist. See how I initiate, I wind my hip back, and from here, I wind, boom, I twist, I wind, I twist, I wind, I twist, I wind, I twist, I wind, I twist, I get out of the center line. Get out of the center line. I'm just moving across quickly and get out. Quickly get out. Quick, get out. Quick, get out. Quick, get out. All right? Quick, quick, boom. All right. So, now let's go back to this technique. 1, next move, boom. 2, boom. Right? So after you block, you're gonna counter. Right? We're not just blocking and just leave it there and let the person punch us. Right? If we let them punch, they're gonna punch forever. Right? So we have to counter attack. Therefore, after block, boom, cut back, boom, cut back, boom, 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 boom. Now see, sometimes I go here, slip right in. Or sometimes you don't feel comfortable, you're slipping in like this. It's kind of awkward. Then you can just go boom. You can just lift your hand up, you go right in, right? Most of the time in Wing Chun and Wooden and me, they want, the sticky hand, right? Most of the time we want sticky hand, always have your hand attached to the person, boom, right? And you cut right across, right? So as soon as you're here, you got the hand here, you pull down stick and then you hit, right? But sometimes the sticky hand doesn't work, then you don't let it sticky. You don't have to let it stuck to you, right? So as soon as you go, you just here, you don't have to go here, stick here, rub it and go in. You can just go boom, right? You go right in, boom, directly. Here, more friction, slower, right? But here you go boom, 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 right in, slip right in. You sort of like slide, but you don't go right in here. Okay, so please, sometimes you can just lift your hand, maybe 5 millimeter, right? You lift your hand a bit and then you chop, right? That will make your movement go quicker, all right? Whereas here you have friction. See, sometimes when you're training, you can exaggerate, right? The same thing. You know, a lot of us are doing the back kick. You go in, right? You're here, boom, right? Go in, boom, back kick, right? Person come in, boom, back kick, okay? Now, when I'm on the ground, this foot always on the ground, you may have stronger, more stable, but your foot is on the ground, it causes a lot of friction, therefore you cannot move fast. So what I do sometimes, if you observe good people that they do back kick, they from here, boom, they sort of like, see how this leg hop up a little bit like this, they go hop up, boom, right? See how it hop, boom, go right in. Rather than from here, turn, boom, slow, right? But here, boom, sort of hopping, boom, like that. So, of those of you want to train the back kick, sometimes you try to just sort of like hop a little bit off the ground as you're executing the kick, all right? But when you're executing like that, like try to kick to a heavy bag or some kind of target, okay? All right, let's go back. So, here, forward. What do I do with my hand here? One hand here, let go. One hand here, grab. And then I cut. Grab, cut. This hand pull, this hand push. Make stronger. Pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. Okay? So that's where you get a bit more strength. Same thing on your left side. Block, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push at the same time. Push. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Boom, boom. Okay? Here. Here, what's next? Right? Here, you got your knees here. You got your knees here. You can knee to the thighs. Right? The thighs, the side of this thigh here. This part here hurt like hell. Right? If you try to put your knuckle sliding against like this. Right here, hurts. Right? So even if you cannot knee to the groin or the stomach, whatever, you can knee at the guy that side where you knee to the side, to the thigh, right here, right? You can even knee to the butt, but in the butt there's a lot of meat, so it wouldn't be as effective, right? That's the whole one right there. So please knee to the thigh right here. So you find like we have long time ago I forgot what the bone called, the humor and the whatever, the two bone right here clench together. And inside that's like this muscle. If you can clench it hard enough, the meat was stuck here in here really hard and it hurt like hell, trust me. Imagining, just visualize that the meat stuck in between the two bone right here of your thigh. So like that part. So, but it's very hard. None of us can do it. As long as you hit the thigh, it's good. All right. So let's do 10 on each side and then we move on. 1, cut, 2, cut, 3, cut, 4, cut. See? So the footwork here, guys. Back to the footwork. 1, cut. You see how I move from here? Block, cut. Okay? Back in middle, block, cut. How I step slightly to the side, block, cut. Block, cut. Block, cut. Block, cut. I'm not standing in one spot. I block, then I cut. I block, and I cut. I block, I cut. Okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now see how I jam my fingers? Sometimes you get caught in the way from here and your fingers hitting here and you chop here. Now that's reality, right? Sometimes we practice, we get stuck at it. That's fine, we just move on, right? Sometimes you jam your finger here. It hurt a little bit, but shake it off, right? If it's not like too harmful, you can like give it a little bit of massage and then move on, right? The pain will go away. It doesn't stay there forever, okay? So, boom, 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 boom. So eventually you want to move fast. Boom, 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 boom. See? Now you see how sometimes you go too fast, you miss the arm, right? See, I cannot grab it right here, right? Happens, right? Same thing. When you're in real situation, the real fight, you think you're able to catch a person's arm like most of the time? No. We only maybe catch like 20-30% of the time, right? Not much. So with practice, we will be more successful. But I'm not saying like we perfect, we can do it like, you know, with this we can defend ourselves 80%, 90%, 100%. That's a lie. Why would I want to lie to you guys for, right? So in reality, what works, it works. But it only works to a certain percentage. As depend on every individual of us, how we passionate toward our training, how are we motivated, how we are disciplined to train daily basis. And of course, training along with wooden dummy is not gonna be as good You gotta go do strength training. You gotta keep your stamina up. You gotta run. You gotta jog. You gotta do like interval training. You add a little bit more. You can do push up. You can do pull up, chin up, right? You combine with your training. Just don't depend on, oh, okay, now I practicing training with this master, that master, with this skill, with the dummy. Then I'm confident I can kick anybody's butt or whatever. No, please don't, okay? Because a lot of people are really good. They train, some people like they train 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours a day, like fighters, right? They train 6 to 8 hours a day. When it comes to the fight, they train so much. They train 3-4 sessions, whether it's ground fighting, whether it's stand-up fighting, whether wrestling, whether it's strength training, right? All different methods, right? But after they train, they recover, right? They have like doctors, they have everything to take care of them. But us normally, so we take it easy. We just train, okay. If I have an hour, okay, I put an hour in my training. If I have half an hour, I put in half an hour. Even 3 days a week, 2 days a week, that's fine. As long as I put in the work, then I'm gonna get a little bit of result. If I put more work in, I get better result. If I put a lot of work, I got a lot better result. Just common sense, right? Okay. Let's move on. I'm gonna show you guys this combo. I tend to do a lot of this combo. I go here, one. So same thing as the block, whereas the other one I block on the inside. Now I'm stepping over. I'm blocked on the outside. See this hand over, block here, and this hand over here, right? And then I come up here, and then I come up this block. So when I got this block here, I hit here, right? I hit here, I got my combo, and then hit here, I block back here again, and I, as soon as I hand here and hit here. So therefore I tend to do this combo. See? This, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so this, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? I think I do it fast, it's easier. When I break it down, I got messed up, okay? So I go boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Or you can turn it into a punch, you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can do this one. After this one, and then here, this block here. Okay? So please try those combination. Now that's when I get my combination in, and then I combine with other techniques and mix it up. That's about it. There's nothing secret or no secret, no hidden stuff. It's just basic stuff. But the only thing right now different between me and you is because luckily enough, I've been training longer than you guys. I've been introduced to this before, and then I try to find on my own. I mean, realistically, I haven't been really good in wooden dummy or Wing Chun. I've been training with my master maybe for within a year. But sometimes I go to his house and he show me, okay, do this here and there, like over maybe around within 15 moves, right? The first basics one, I learned this, boom, 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 boom. Okay, then he go make me train for half an hour, right? Half an hour on that technique. Okay, then the other day, I train. And then he gonna show me, okay, now you have to condition your arm, your forearm. So he makes me do this. I go down, boom, 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 boom. Okay, train that technique for 15, 20 minutes. Okay, then a week or 2 weeks later, I feel so pain, right? So painful. Then I come back a week later or so, and then they make me train this. Okay, now condition yourself this way. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then I train that. Right? I condition. I just keep on training those techniques, and then after that, I watch movies, video clips that teach me from Wing Chun to other martial art, and then I practice, and then I analyze it. Right? I analyze it. Oh, okay. This work. Okay, this combo is slow. Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. I turn this way. This makes sense. Okay, and then I go here. Boom, boom. And then I just make it my own. So the same thing with you guys, right? There's not a lot of stuff out there that's within Wing Chun or any martial art. There's only like maybe about 10 to 15 movements, right? But we mix and match into combo, right? Right? But same thing with boxing. Boxing is very basics, right? 1, 2, right? And 1, 2, and then hook to the side, and the uppercut, right? And then overhand. That's about it, right? But then they move their body and they combine the hit and they train like thousand of punch every training session. That's why boxing is so good. Because as soon as they lift the hand up, pa, to the face, you get it, boom, 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 right? Same thing, boxing, whether it's a boxing, Wing Chun, traditional Kung Fu, right? Like if you say traditional Kung Fu doesn't work, right? How come the Shaolin works? Shaolin, right? Because that's their job, that's all they do. They go meditation, retachment, blah, blah, blah. And then they condition themselves, carry water, they're training all those form, and then they're kicking the trees, they condition with the elbows, and they're smashing head with bricks and everything. That's all they do every day. Of course they're gonna become good at that, right? But would you sacrifice to put that hours, you have that 8 hours to put a day into your training as normal person? No. Therefore, we have other choice. We have our jobs, our kids, whatever. Take our kids vacation, summer break, blah, blah, blah. Our job, a deadline, right? So therefore, we have to have different choice, right? So monks or like other martial artists, they choose to live that life. They devote their time and dedication and patience into that martial art. Of course, they're gonna become good at it, right? All right, you know what I mean? So I think like all of us are pretty much the same, right? Whatever you do, you focus the amount of time in there, you're not gonna become good at that subject, right? Better than me, way better than me. Even now, if you're practicing different martial art, BBJ, whatever, martial art, boxing, or this, and you put your dedicated time in. I'm practicing only half an hour a day or an hour a day. But if you put in 3 hours, of course, eventually you're gonna catch up. You're gonna become better than me. And some of you are younger, right? You're younger. You're more energetic. You have that strength. You have that stamina. Of course, you're gonna become better than me. All right, guys. So keep it up. Hello. Okay, guys, let's we do a lot of blocking and knife hand strike and palm strikes, right? But we don't do a lot of punching. So let's practice our punch. Just regular straight punch for Wing Chun, straight punch, just regular. Right here, go right in. So from here, the arm to my chest, I'm standing in front of the dummy, feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. Like always, only with this one stand we're using throughout the whole training session. Here, and we just from here, extend it, pull back. So for me, the difference between me is like I always have my punch relaxed. I would go here. Most of the time, I'm getting a habit of like have my fist clench, squeeze at the end. I just from here and then I squeeze, and from here and then I squeeze at the end. So I get in the habit of doing that because I find that it's easier for me to relax in the beginning and then I exert and flex at the end so that I can exert more energy and my punch would go a bit faster as I'm going through the distance. Okay, so that's what I would do. So whatever habit you find is useful for you, just do that way. But my way, I just from here, just my fist, I just not clench it together like tight every time like this and then I punch. I find that my hand, my arm, my movement, my body is too slow. So I just go from here, boom, I squeeze at the end, boom, I squeeze at the end. Okay, so let's do that. I go here, boom, just from here extend, boom, boom, boom. See, when I come here, relax, tense. Then as soon as I hit the target, then I relax again, and then the other hand coming. Relax, tense, tense, relax, tense, relax, tense, tense, relax, relax, tense, relax, tense, relax, tense. The distance from here to here, relax. Now starting to squeeze and in. From here, then after you hit it, relax again, coming back, and then relax in, relax in, relax in, relax in, relax. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now, even with this padding is maybe around half inch. If I'm punching too hard, I still feel my knuckle, right? My knuckle punching too hard, I still feel it, right? Even you guys have the padding, please be careful, all right? If you go too hard, or if you go, when you're punching, please try to have your wrist here, straight line. Don't try to go up like this too much, or down like this, or sideways, okay? Then you don't have a proper wrist straight. You're gonna easily sprain your wrist. So careful. In the beginning, try to keep it straight like this. Okay? Every time you contact the target, you have to straighten out your wrist. All right? Keep your wrist straight. If sometimes you hit very hard, your wrist will bend. So please take it easy, calm down. So let's go. Boom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now, as you can see, when I'm hitting, boom, even I'm from here, boom, you see my hips sort of like moving in slightly. That little movement, boom, 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 boom. You see how it sort of like wiggle back and forth like this, like this, like this, like this, this. Just like a dance or something, yeah? Tin, 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 just a little bit. But in the beginning, sometimes if you don't get the techniques, the motion, you can exaggerate a bit. You can go, like that. That's fine. Exaggerate it a bit with more shoulder. But once you get it, you can just go, left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. That motion. So once you can get that motion, your punch will be a little bit more powerful. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, and 2. Now you see, when I'm punching like this, and you see my dummy is wiggling like this. You know what it means? Any of you guys know what it means? When I wiggle like this, which means I'm applying, pushing too much. I'm like here, I push too much. So that's no good, right? So those are the details when you're training, you gotta pay attention to it. Pay attention to your training, your techniques. Because when I'm punching, boom, see how I go? It's a push, right? Not so much of a punch anymore. Because it's a punch, you pull back. You go here, boom, you pull back, boom. Dynamic, right? Boom, boom. Right? Not like this, right? Like this is a push, right? So, boom, pull back, 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 boom, pull back. Not boom, like that. Okay? That's a push. All right. All right, guys, I get a quick drink. I'm out of gas. 1 second, okay, guys? Okay, so we got the punch. Now the other thing is we gotta work on is elbows. right? The other day, one of you asked me about how to train elbows. Okay, so most of the time for wooden dummy or Wing Chun or any traditional martial art like taekwondo, sometimes karate or whatever, we do a lot of hand techniques movement, whether it's punching or whatever, we're using only this part of the hands, right? We don't use this part a lot, elbows a lot, unless you, of course, unless you're training MMA, unless you train in like um, Muay Thai or kickboxing, then you do use a lot of elbow. But other than those, most of the time we don't train a lot of elbows. And therefore, our other traditional martial art, we get disadvantage with that. So please do train that. So sometimes I advise you guys to train certain elbow. So I would go here, I step like this against the dummy. I just go here, I train one, my hand leave it here, and I go two, one arm. I step slightly in, and I hit the elbow with this part. So you're hitting this part with the elbow right here. So for this part here, I have a padding on my wooden dummy. So I can put certain amount of force, up to maybe 70% of my force into the dummy. But whereas it's solid wood, now you don't want to put that much force in there, right? Unless, of course, your elbow is little, whatever, that's fine by all means. But I would hit like maybe around here, up to here, right? The motion from here and up to here, not directly here, because if I hit directly here, I would like injure my bone right here. Here, this bone right here is very vulnerable. It's easily hurt. So if you hit a lot of part right here, it's gonna hurt like hell. So I would avoid it a little bit, and I go in here from here. Now that's good enough to give the person a hard time, a hard hit, right? So there's no need to go directly into the pointy part of the elbow. So here I would stand right leg in front. At the side of my thing, I would go to the side like this. Same thing here. If I'm facing you guys here, I go elbow this way. Here, okay. If I want to go higher, I stay up higher, stand up higher, but my knee still slightly bent. Never, anytime, never keep your knee locked straight like this. No. First of all, you don't have the leverage to moving. See, most of the time we moving our foot back and forth. If you look this, how you gonna move? You know, like this, right? All right. And the other thing is you hit like this, your knee lock out, the person easily knock down your leg. So always have slightly bend, please. Here I train like this, I can grab this, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, if you have a heavy bags, then you can stand in front of your heavy bags and you can go train. And maybe you can do 20 on each side. Eventually you build up 30, 50 each side, maybe 100 on each side. All right, so let's do it. So I go from here, this part, I want to go a bit low. So I bend down lower. I would go maybe this, I would call this like half a front stance and half a horse stance. So a front stance is like this. Most of you, if you take traditional martial art like taekwondo or something, this is a front stance. Your front leg bend straight like this, the other leg bend back like this. This is long, okay? Now with this kind of stance, it's very long. See, in order for me to get up from here, if I want to get up, I have to go here and then I go up. I cannot just go here and then up like this. It's very hard for me to move, okay? So I planted very good foundation on the ground. You cannot trip me, but I cannot move, right? So that's stance, and the other one is the horse stance. Horse stance, okay? So right now the stand I'm standing right here is sort of like half a front stand and half a horse stand. So I would be standing like this, just like this, and I go elbow, elbow, okay? I'd be a bit higher than the horse stand, but this wider my shoulder apart, just a bit wider here, and then from here, boom, here, boom. So as I go in the elbow, you see how my foot pivot, going up on my heels, I go, boom, okay, boom. All right, so that's just the basics, guys, so let's do it. One, here. Now the other hand, you can put it here just in case for your protection, or you can put here to make it stronger, your two arm in. boom. If you want to exert more strength, then you use both arms like this. You know, in a lot of martial art, when we're testing for belt, from white belt to yellow belt, blue belt, brown belt, whatever, we usually break with our elbow. We go from here, boom, we break either brick or boards or whatever to move on to the next level. So same techniques, you can use both arm or you can use one arm, but I would recommend the other arm, you put it right here, boom, protection, boom, okay, boom, go right in. Now you can practice, right now we're practicing straight in, okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, switch. So if you have more time on your own, you can do 20, 30. All right. Now the other side, same thing. See how my stance? I'm stand very comfortable. Not too low, not too high. I just from here so that I can level with this padding right here. So this would be around my chest height, right? If you were to accurately hit the elbow, the pointy part right here in this solar flex. Solar flex here, very hard. If you hit right here, even a punch, or if you punch with your knuckle exposing like this to the solar flex here with your elbow straight to here, it's gonna knock the person out. The person cannot breathe. Even if you have time, you just try to poke yourself here. You feel very awkward, right? Very hard to you to breathe. If you poke here like this, right? Right in the middle between your chest, right here, right below, right here. All right, that's your solar flex. So that's the weak spot. All right. So this right here. Okay, let's go. 1. See how I wind my hips when I'm practicing? I'm winding my hip in. Boom, like that. Now, as you see here, I also accelerating. Boom. I go here, all of a sudden, boom, boom, in. Okay? I don't go one speed. I don't go fast, fast. I don't go slow, slow. I go slow, fast. Slow, fast. Relax, relax, execute. Relax, execute. Relax, execute. Right? Now, why a lot of us, when it comes to testing for our breaking techniques to a next level, our techniques not strong enough because we don't accelerate, right? Most of the time we tense all the time. We're thinking that we have to be really tough and tense to break brick, to break this and break that. No, relax. Of course, like friend here just said, the Dragon Lee. Of course, the great legendary Bruce Lee always asks us to be like water, right? Why he asks us to be water? Water, right? Very soft, but it can dissolve into any distance. It can be hard, it can be soft, it can dissolve, it can turn into any type of form, right? Of course, that's just the theory, right? But if we can adapt to maybe 10, 20, 30% of water, we become pretty good, right? So therefore, please be soft at the beginning, right? And then you can be hard at the end. So why most people, they cannot break boards or brick, especially the younger students, is because they don't understand the theory of the hip movement. One thing is the hip movement, and the other thing is the acceleration. The distance I go from here to here, I have to increase my speed over time, right? The distance over time, I have to increase. Boom. I don't just go, ah. See, most of the time they go, pa, like that. Okay, you do 3, 4 times, you hurt your elbow, it's bruising up, and then you're gonna cry like a baby, and then you're gonna give up. No, you have first shot, you gotta do it. From here, relax, sudden. Then you have to visualize yourself, the board or whatever is running in front of you right here. Relax, and you visualize the target. This is your target here. Aim, this hand to aim, and the other hand you drive forward. Okay, always one arm. In traditional martial art, they go one hand, arm, aim right here. This is your target. This is where you're hitting it, right? So most of the time, my master used to show me before, you aim right to the board, right to the target. you're gonna punch right through it, okay? Don't punch at it. You go right through it. Go right through it in order to make to break it. I go here, I am here. Like for instance, I want to break the phone right here, but I have to aim and go over it, right? Go into it, right through it. So that is sort of like the trick to it, okay? But not really a trick, just a basic. As long as we understand it, trust me, we can do a lot of damage, right? Right here, boom, all of a sudden, here, boom, like that, here, boom. See how I sort of like from here, I take a little bit step and move in. As I'm moving in, then I hit. Same thing if I'm from here, I go, boom, right? From here, boom, right here, boom, boom. Now, of course, this is wood, hardened wood. You see how I sort of like hesitate and I slow, right? Just to give you guys example, right? So that is like maybe 50%. I go here, 50%, 40%, right? But in reality, you want to go right too, right? In reality, you go boom, here, boom. Yeah, same thing you're practicing on this. So that's for the elbow straight. Now the other one with your dummy, you can stand here, you can pull, and then you can go in this way, this elbow this way. This one pull, here, okay? That is my next video clips coming up. There's gonna be that example of pulling the elbow and stretching to the armpit or the ribs right here. So you can see that in my in a few of my next videos. Yeah. Maybe I post it up maybe 2 days from now or something. 2 days, 2 days or maybe tomorrow. My students are working on it. So right here, boom, boom, here, pull. See, same thing. Pull, push, pull, push. Yin yang, right? Yin yang theory. Hard, soft, yin yang, cold, hot. That's same theory, right? Boom. Practice it. 1, 2, 3. See here, you can wind hip, boom, wind the hip. See here, you get a bit more leverage, and then go. Make it look stronger, more powerful. Boom, 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 boom. And then you switch side. Boom, 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 boom. Now, so when you're practicing that, what are the benefits? Of course, you're gonna get your stronger elbows. Then, of course, when you're flexing this, your arm gonna be stronger. You're gonna get a bit more muscular every time you flex like this and you go hitting the target. The other thing is your stance, right? Your thighs will be stronger. Your glute, which means your butt, right? Your butt gonna be like, you know, tighter, more sexy, whatever you say it. You know, some people practice at gym. They're focusing on those areas. When we're practicing martial art, it works the same thing. Of course, it's not gonna be as specific, as nice as person. We're focusing on gym that want to work on that part of the muscle. But for us, it benefits the legs, stronger, all right? And the glutes and the arms. And then when flexing, when you're flexing like this whole part, your whole shoulder will getting stronger, okay? Every time you execute the punch. So 2 for the price of 1. You're learning a little bit, living healthy habit. Maybe you may be able to defend yourself 1 or 2 moves. If you were to get into the situation, you'll be confident enough to solve the situation. All right? All right. So that's 1, 2 elbow. Now let's go to the legs. Now most of the time we're practicing the legs. Mostly I haven't really explained in detail of kicking, right? I go here. This kick. Let's tilt the camera a bit. We're gonna do this kick and we're gonna train it. And next time we train it more. So, sorry you cannot really see me from this angle yet. So, I go here. Just have to adjust the camera a bit. So, okay. See me here, I'm here. So So I'm standing most of the time. I'm right leg. So therefore, I put my right leg in the back. Okay. So in Wing Chun or any type of kick, there's this one kick. Very useful. Remember this kick? A lot of people are using it. You see MMA fighters use it. John Bon Jones, Andy Silva Anderson or something. I forgot his name. It's been a while. Silva Anderson use it, right? This kick to stop the person's leg. This is the kneecap. This pretending this is the kneecap, right? So the person coming up, the leg sticking out. You try to stop them. You kick here with your whole foot. You sort of like tapping it, like that. Poof. Okay? Practice that. So to stop them from coming in to attack you, so you can sort of like annoying, like make them distracting them with your leg kick. Yeah, and Anderson Silva, the spider, amazing fighter. Yes, that's his name. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you, Tan. All right, so you go here, one. So when you're initiating with that kick, this knee bend, okay? This knee slightly bend. Boom. As soon as you're done, boom, put it down. Boom, put it down, okay? Boom, put it down. Now the other one you fake. Now sometimes you see in Bruce Lee movie, fake, boom, boom. I'll kick with the other kick, you go boom, boom. Now that's the other kick is like, he do this a lot. 1, 2, the third one, the person thought he's kicking, then they go sliding roundhouse kick. Sliding roundhouse kicks. You guys similar with that, right? Sliding roundhouse kick here, right? So sometimes you can practicing this and then you can alternate with that kick. And of course, as a fighter or sparrer or whatever, we gotta be smart at fighting, right? It's not how much you can take. It's sometimes you gotta be really smart, all right, in order to outsmart the other person, in order to win, right? So practice this, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, right now I'm keeping my body very relaxed. I'm not flexing anything. Even a kick here, boom, right? Execute. I'm relaxing, right? Boom, boom. Same thing on this side. I'm relaxed, boom. I move over this side, I can kick. This side, I can kick. I step over, I kick. Here, relax, relax, right? Don't try to let your leg up here too long. As soon as you're done, put it down. Boom, bring it back right away. Boom, bring it back. Boom, bring it back, okay? All right? Now, when you're training, you can alternate with this one. 1. The next one you can do 2, push, okay? Then you go back to 1. And the next one, push, okay? So when you're pushing like this, you're lifting the knees up here. Open, sideways. Open, this knee a bit open, like this. And then you push out, okay? You stomp out. So you can alternate 1, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2. Just do light at the beginning, no rush. 2, 1, 2, right? So both of these kicks, we try to get the person stay away from us, please. It's sort of like a warning. Don't get close to me, right? I don't want any trouble. But if you get close to me, you're gonna get in trouble. All right, so that's just like, those kicks are warning, right? This kick, warning. This kick maybe to the stomach is warning. But you kicking to the groin of the person, that's not warning. That's a knockout. All right, so please practice, alternate the 2. 1. Now you see my other foot. Watch my bottom foot. Let's go down a bit so you can see my footwork. Let's go down. So, see, I'm here, I'm standing. My front foot slightly in an angle. My back foot, same thing. Both foot, maybe 30-degree angle. I go like that, boom, right? Now when I'm kicking like this, I don't pivot my foot or anything any much. Just from here, I just go up. Just from here, up. From here, up, okay? Up. But when I'm kicking higher, therefore I have to move my toes a bit slightly open to my left side because my left foot on the ground, so I move slightly so that I have my hip more open so that I can bring my leg up easier. Okay guys, so I would go here, one, and here, boom. Now you see how automatically it turns, right? If it doesn't turn, if I go up here, it doesn't turn, what happened? I'm fighting back against it. Then it's gonna twist, right? Now that's the time when you see a lot of people in a lot of sports like soccer, basketball, volleyball, is because those person they require a lot of agility, changing from one direction to another direction quickly with the foot. So therefore they're vulnerable to sprain the ankle. Okay, so be careful with that when you are lifting up, turn, right? Lift up, turn a bit, and then kick. Yeah, see, as soon as I put up, my ankle pivot, my whole foot pivot this way, and then I kick. All right, especially for us, we in mid 40s, 50, whatever, the older we get, we're not as flexible like the younger one, so we gotta be careful on those techniques, guys, because when we sprain it, it's gonna take us a couple months, like maybe 2-3 months, 4 months, right? But kids younger one, they can heal within like a month or something, right? But for us, it's gonna take a couple months, right? All right, so careful. One, two. So after you do the wire, as soon as you lift your leg up, see how it automatically pivot? See how my leg pivot, right? Boom, automatically. Down, see, it doesn't pivot, see, it doesn't. Because easy, right? I don't have to turn. I'm just like step back, step forward, like dance. Cha, 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 cha. Like that, right? Just like that, like that. And whereas I kick here, automatically it's turned, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, one more thing. When you see me doing this kick right here, I sort of like, as my kick coming up, I sort of like leaning slightly back. You know why I'm leaning slightly back? Because I'm putting my leg forward, one of my leg forward, which means my weight is distributing forward. Therefore, I need to stay in balance. Therefore, I have to lean my body backward a bit, so to keep myself in balance. All right, so I go, boom. You see how I lean slightly? Boom, right? Whereas I can go here, I go here. You see one time go here? You don't go like this, right? First of all, the kick is not fully extended. You cannot reach a person. Second of all, it looks very awkward and you cannot execute your full power into the kicks, right? When you're kicking and your back's still here, your hips still here, still in here. You want to expose it out like this, kicking, right? So that's the difference. All right. Okay, guys, I'm tired. All right, let's do a few more on the left and then we call it a day. All right. 1, 2. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. See, I'm just tapping. 2. 1, 2. All right, focus, boom, 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 just like that, boom, boom, like that, boom, boom, like that, okay? So please, if you have time, do maybe 10 kicks on this side, alternate between the low kick and the groin kick, all right? Okay, everyone. I'm out of gas. I guess I'm done for today. Thank you very much for sticking here with me and hanging there, and we train together. And you guys you guys are wonderful. You guys give me a lot of energy to train along with you guys. So hopefully, you know, sometime even just for fun, you watching my live stream and you do hand movement, you do whatever that keep your body moving and keep your body training. I'm very appreciate it. I'm very thankful. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Hello, Manuel Martinez from Spain. Hello everyone. Okay, thank you everyone. So I hope that you find something useful in this training session, and you can apply even one technique out of it, one or two techniques. That's good enough. I feel very happy for you. All right, thank you very much. Have a nice day, and I see you guys again soon. Probably tomorrow I won't be here because tomorrow I have a meeting in the rural area. It's 2-3 hours away from here, so I won't be at home and live stream. Maybe I probably go on live maybe a bit because I'm also shooting a fight scene too. Shooting a fight scene, fighting up and down the stairs. So I love that scene. I love that scene of Yip Man fighting up down the stair against the Muay Thai practitioner. So I love to reenact that scene, and hopefully we can put something together and motivate you guys, to keep you guys training. Yeah, to keep you guys training and have fun. That's the main thing, right? We have to keep ourselves motivated, keep ourselves disciplined toward our training. All right? Love you all. Thank you. Love you all. Bye bye, guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys. Ok, chào tất cả mọi người nha.